As America heads into election year, it is a deeply divided country where polls show that race relations have actually got worse under President Obama. A series of police shootings of black unarmed men in the past year has just made things worse.
Here at the campus of one of America's historic black universities, Howard, conversations flow about the most divisive issue in the country today, race relations. Barack Obama may be the first black president of the United States, but in his tenure, the racial divide has only widened. And it is the series of shootings of black unarmed men by police that has led to a movement called Black Lives Matter. In a recent incident, a black man on a wheelchair was shot dead by a police officer in the state of Delaware. It all really began with the shooting of Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri last year. That led to a huge outcry for police reform. But the police say these are few incidents that do not define how the force really works. A July New York Times CBS poll said nearly 6 in 10 Americans from both races think race relations are generally bad, and that nearly 4 in 10 think the situation is getting worse. That's a far cry from their poll months after Obama was first sworn in 2009, when 66% of Americans felt that race relations were generally good. According to the Guardian newspaper, 64 black unarmed men have been shot dead this year alone.
The vast majority of police officers are hard-working individuals performing admirably, sometimes heroically and anonymously, in support and defense of citizens around the country. And it's a shame to see them pilloried for the few cases where it's possible that officers have misbehaved.
When I walk around and I see police officers, I don't feel safe. I have friends who've had complications with police officers, and it's not just Ferguson. These things happen all the time. You get targeted by the police just for being black.
I think that after the election of President Obama, we kind of felt as the black community that things will lighten up. He'll highlight some of these issues, but I think that they've gotten worse, not because of him, but just because of either the negative influence that people have on him being elected or how hard he has to fight in order to make things work.
Racism may be a key issue that most people talk about, but it's still not figured in a major way in the election campaign. That could soon change. In Washington, D.C. with Ethan Bloom, Nidhi Razdan for NDTV.